So begin your practice here just by finding your breath. Today, we're going to bring our toes to touch, heels slightly apart, and roll the inner thighs forward. Bring our hands into Anjali Mudra, which is hands at prayer. Elbows are active, so you're not just drooping the arms down, but you're actively pressing the palms together. And then we're just going to begin to move and breathe with breath, with motion, with intention, with connection. And so what sets our practice apart from any other physical exercise is that we're connecting mind, body, and spirit through the practices of yoga. And so with that being said, we're going to simply just begin to connect with our intention and our breath to begin. So take a focal point somewhere on the earth in front of you. Begin to just find that focal point and let everything else around that focal point become soft and cloudy. So that way you have that just one single point of reference, and just begin to let everything else in your world for this next 20 minutes or so just fade away. Allow yourself to come into your intention on why you're joining us on the mat today. Whether you want to just find healing for your own body, whether you want to move and breathe for somebody who can't move and breathe right now. Maybe you want to just find connection to your sisterhood tribe with other like-minded people. So whatever that connection is, take a moment to just sit with that. And it may not be completely clear, but on the energy of this full moon, you will have the opportunity to sit with that and really reflect. Our theme in the Yoga for Love online healing arts membership for this month is surrender. And so as you focus on the point of surrender, as you move through your practices, you might notice your breath hinging or catching, and just breathing into those spaces might be what you need to let go of. There might be something hidden there, an emotion, a past trauma, energy that's stuck. So just pay attention to that as you move through your practice today. We're going to go ahead and come up to the top of our mat. I'm going to scoot my mat back just a little bit, just so you can see my mat a little bit better. And finding our hands and heart center, begin to reach all the way up and take a little back bend. Exhale, we're going to sit down into chair posture. Hands can be at our heart center if you'd like, or you can reach your hands up to the sky. Inhale, back up. Exhale, we take our right foot back into warrior one. Deep breath in here. We're going to move right down into a low lunge and step back into chaturanga. Breath in, breath out, drop the knees down, chest first, chin then belly. Let your forehead touch and connect with the earth. We're going to move into Bhujangasana, Cobra, tucking the elbows by the rib cage. Push down with your pubic bone and rise up with the back of your heart. Without pushing too strongly into the arms, open the throat, and then exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. Inhaling here, lifting the left leg. Exhale, stepping it forward for lunge. Drop the edge of that right foot down. Come all the way up into your warrior one. Exhale, hands come to our heart center. We're going to step front and find our starting posture here. Breathing in, reaching up, taking the back bend. Exhale, we're going to sit down into chair again. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Let's step that left foot back this time. Finding a warrior one, drop the edge of the foot down and breathe all the way down. Stepping back from lunge into a high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, lower the heart center, all the way down. Rest your forehead and connect with the earth. Inhale, rise up into your cobra. Exhale, releasing into downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale, lifting the right foot. Exhale, step it forward. Find your warrior one as you come up. And exhale, step back, finding Samasthiti, hands at our heart center. Take 3 breaths here, finding 1 round of a modified Surya Namaskar. In and out through the nose. 2 more breaths as we connect. Grounding down through the feet. Deep breath in, lighten the toes, ground down to the bone beneath the big toe, the bone beneath the pinky toe, both heels. Let's reach all the way up, coming back to the top of our mat. Take that back bend. Exhale, coming down into Utkatasana chair posture. Option for hands at your heart. Hands can be reaching forward, or hands can be reaching up, or you can take Prana Mudra, like a Charlie's Angels gun, up overhead. Exhale, find Tadasana. We're gonna reach up, step that right foot back. Find your warrior one. On the exhale, we're moving down from high plank to a kneeling plank. Chest first, lowers, heart kisses the earth. Touch the forehead, make that connection. Rise up. Bhujangasana. Exhale, hips to the sky. Breathing in here, lift your left foot. Exhale, step it forward. Drop the edge of that right foot down. Rising back up, arms come up last to your warrior one. Big breath. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Step front. And finding your focal point back at your starting posture. Reaching up, taking that back bend. Exhale, sitting down in a chair. Inhaling up. Exhale, left foot steps back. Warrior one, dropping the edge of the foot down, breath in. Exhale all the way down from lunge, plank, kneeling plank. Keep exhaling and lower all the way, chest, chin, belly. Touching the forehead on the earth, surrender. Breath in, Bhujangasana. Breath out, hips to the sky. Breath in, right foot lifts. Hips are square, we're just stepping straight forward, heels between the thumbs. If your foot gets stuck, just simply bring your foot forward with your hand. Drop the edge of the back foot down. On the inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, hands return to heart center. Pushing off that back foot, feet together at the top of the mat. And taking 3 breaths here. Again, find your Samasthiti. This is steady and strong. Breathe. In and out through the nose. One more long, full Ujjayi breath. Hear your breath like the sound of the ocean. Exhaling. Finding your Samasthiti. Take that back bend. Option to keep the hands at the heart or to reach all the way back. And finding your chair on the exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, right foot steps back. Warrior one, breath in. Low lunge, breath out all the way back. Drop the knees. Coming down like a caterpillar. Inhale, cobra. Let the head pop up last. Exhale. Hips to the sky. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, step it all the way between the thumbs. Drop the right foot down, rise up. Warrior one. Big breath, exhale, hands come to our heart. Step front. Inhale, reach up, take that back bend. On the exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, coming up, separating the hands. Left foot steps back into warrior one. Feet are aligned. Find your surrender. Big inhale here. Exhale carries you all the way down to kneeling plank. Heart center kisses first. Touch the earth with your forehead, third eye. Find your cobra on your in-breath. Hips to the sky on your out-breath. Inhale, right leg lifts, hips are square. Step it forward, find your lunge and drop the back foot down. Rise up, Virabhadrasana. Big breath, exhale, hands to the heart. Finding feet together at the top of the mat. And take 3 strong breaths in Samasthiti. Parking the tongue at the back of the teeth. In and out through the nose. Lips are closed, jaw is soft. Find that drishti, that focal point. Feel the heart beating. Reach up to the sky. On a big breath in, palms together, right above the head. Come into a balanced posture, popping the right hip open, the right heel open, and press the heel into the ankle. Preparing for Vrikshasana tree. Slide the foot up the calf. Finding a balanced tree here. Make sure your knee isn't pointing forward, but it's open out to the side. Left knee is buoyant, so you can move with your breath and then add your branches. If you'd like here, you can reach down and grab your ankle. Tuck your heel right into the center of your hip. And then again, find your branches. Toes are light. We're grounding down to the bones of our feet. Whatever your branches want to look like today, just find that. Nice. Maybe just sway with the wind. Exhale. Hands come to our heart. Step to Samasthiti. Hold here. Just notice the differences in both sides of the body. Let's find Tadasana, mountain pose. Reaching the hands down toward the earth. Feet are slightly apart. Shoulders relaxed. Toes are light. And ground down into the earth like a strong mountain. Hands come to our heart center. Let's start with the legs first on tree on the other side. Propping up your left heel and open the knee. Connect the ankle. And again, the right knee is soft and buoyant. Begin to slide the center of your calf connects with the center of the instep of the foot. We're not actually pushing into the knee or below the knee, or we can reach, grab the heel and bring it above the knee. And then find your branches. Whatever your tree looks like on this side, relax into it. And again, sway. Let yourself move. Trees are not rigid or they would break. So think about the pine tree. And as a pine tree gathers and has the weight of the world on his shoulders, the snow just bears down and bears down and bears down. And then what does he do? He releases the snow. Lets it fall off into the earth. And then his branches are able to pop back up and just shake it off. So we're going to shake off anything that's burdening you right now, just like the pine tree. And just practice that, just releasing anything off of your shoulders. Shake it off. Then pop right back up, reaching for the sun, reaching for the light. Exhale and release. Mountain pose. Feet are just shoulder width apart, so you're not at ease. You're just standing where your center of your bony pronation of your hip is right above your foot. Then we're just going to roll our palms slightly open in the anatomical position, just to open the collarbones, open the shoulders. It helps to create space in your neck, your traps, where we hold a lot of tension. And then just roll that out. Shake it out. Release it off. We're going to do a little bit of a Reiki practice here to clear and release our energy. So from here, we're going to take and sweep any energy that we don't need, that doesn't belong to us, from the right to left shoulder to right hip, and then just release it off. Opposite side, release it off. Then take your hand over your arm, grab around your hand, and just throw that energy off and give it back to the earth. Other side, release that off. And then scooping underneath the bra area, the breast tissue, shake all that off. Down to the armpit, the back of the arm, release that off. Other side. Shaking all that off. Just releasing it out. Ha! 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 Clear that out. Just stomp it out. Woo! Doesn't that feel good? Yeah. So from here, we're just going to move into one more balance. So if you have anything to balance on, like a chair, you can grab a chair, or if you have yoga blocks or any kind of prop. So I'm going to grab 2 blocks, and I'm just going to lay them flat. You can use a little stack of books. You can use your dog, which is really fun to do yoga with your pets. If you have a big dog, your big dog can actually prop you in this posture. So we're going to come into warrior 1 on the side. So go ahead and face the side back in Samasthiti. Then we're going to step that left foot back into warrior 1. Reach up, and this time we're going to open up into warrior 2. And just deepen the stance and just settle down, widening the front to back foot a little bit more. Arms are level with the horizon. Now from here, we're going to move into a balanced posture. So your block or your prop is a couple inches from your foot. If you don't have a prop, that's fine, because you can also balance in the air, or you can just reach for the ground. So I'm going to do it without the props first, in the assumption that you don't have anything, and then you can see what it looks like with the props. Breathe in here. Now on the exhale, take your gaze forward and about 2 feet in front of your right toes. Push off the back foot and step about halfway in, come onto your toes. Still keep your hips open, so we're not turning forward. We're still keeping our hips open, wide. Gazing at the ground, push off the back foot and pick up your heel. Push your heel out. So that might just be enough in and of itself, just to work on that and push off and come back. So from here, if you want to come into more of a balance, again, you can take the back of a chair right here. You can come onto the wall right here. So if I'm going to come onto the wall, you would push off, reach for the wall, and use the wall. So I'm going to use my blocks and push off, and then I'm just going to reach down to my blocks. And then focus on keeping the hip open. So I'm just going to bend my elbow. Keep that back hip flexed, that heel flexed, and open that hip, and open the center of the bony pronation on the front of your shoulder. So you're opening and gazing out to the side. Option to add that reach. Find a focal point on the ground and let go of gripping. Maybe lift the heel a little higher. Maybe for fun, reach back and see where your foot is in space. You may not even come close to it. That's fine. It's somewhere back there. Coming back, this is balancing star or Ardha Chandrasana, balancing half moon. And come back to your warrior 2. Bring our hands to our heart, heels in, toes out, coming into goddess pose. Take a few breaths here. Deepening the breath. One more. Release to 5-pointed star. Reach. Big breath here. Exhale, returning to Tadasana. And find your mountain. In and out through the nose. Just let go of that last side. Doesn't matter if we were able to achieve balance, if we weren't, if we were kicking up, kicking down. Each side is totally different. So again, you can turn on your mat. I'm just going to move my props so I can still see you. I'm going to step our left foot forward. Right foot stays back in the middle of your mat, and bend your knee. Coming into warrior 1, facing forward, chest is forward. We're going to add a reach. Finding warrior 1, breath here. Exhale. This is a shorter stance, warrior 1. You can take a wider stance, but generally when you take too wide of a stance, your hips begin to open in your warrior 1. So we're going to reserve that until we move into warrior 2. On our exhale, opening. This time our toes turn out to about 9 o'clock on the back foot. Front toes remain about 12 o'clock. And then just settle down into your legs. And we're going to practice that little balance without facing forward. We're still going to keep ourselves facing sideways, You can go ahead and remove the weight of your right arm by taking it into a half bind, and it's just going to be near your back of your other hip, okay? And then you're just going to push off, come halfway in, come onto your toes. So now you're just balancing here. Gaze is forward and kick up and come back. So just kind of play with that balance. You can use your other arm for counterbalance, so if it feels like it's getting in your way and making you turn, just keep it in a half bind. Reach and come back. Now I'm going to scoot my props out a little bit more because they're a little close to my toe. And coming into your half moon, when you're ready, flex your back heel. You can hold here in a balancing star. If you want to come down, bring your focal point down, hands come down, and find your gaze. Breathe here. Maybe lift the heel a little higher. You want to come back down. Remember, each side is different. Come back in when you're ready. So finding any little adjustments here. If you'd like to reach back for that back foot. Breathe into it. Coming back to your balancing star and back to warrior two and settle down into the legs. Release. Turning the heels in, toes out, come back to your goddess pose. 3 strong, clearing breaths, letting go. Into the nose, exhale with a ha. Breath in, ha. And breath in, ha. And one more, ha. And stepping to mountain pose. Finding Tadasana and breathe. Knees are soft. Gaze is strong. Bringing hands to heart center. Move into a gentle balance here to finish out our balance series. So we're going to reach up, and this is a dancing Shiva. So we're going to reach up with the arms. And just bring your hands together up above. Go ahead and pick up the left heel and step and crisscross the left foot over the right and bring it down where we're on the ball of the foot. Breathe here. We're going to take our right hand across the body and just move into a dancing Shiva. You can pick up that leg if you like for more fun. And release. Other side, starting with hands at heart center. Pick up right heel, step it across. Balance here. Reach the arms up overhead and bring them right above the crown of your head, palms together. And then take the opposite hand and bring it across. And lift up that foot. Whoop, find some balance. And release. And you can move to that in a little flow. So you're going to reach up and exhale it across. Reach up and bring it down. Inhale up, right foot across. Left arm comes over. Reaching up, back to mountain pose. One more time through each side, inhaling up. Exhale, left foot comes over, right arm across. And reaching up and bringing it down. And all the way up. And opposite foot comes across. And bring it over. And reach. And bring it down. Let's begin to flow with that, inhaling up. Exhale, halfway down. Cross in front of your knees. Throw your hands back and reach. And then exhale, reach to the floor. Crisscross. Inhale all the way back up. Crisscross the top. Exhale, return. So this is part of Donna Eden's energy medicine, weaving these figure eights around the body. So we're moving with figure eights, crisscross the top. Exhale, half bend, and we're going to fold our head down, sweep across the knees. Inhale, sweep the hands back. Exhale, sweep across, crisscrossing in front of the ankles, head drops. Reach all the way up, crisscross the top. And exhale, return. Last time. Reaching up, crisscross the top. Exhale, fold halfway, crisscross in front of your knees. Inhale, throw the arms back, lift the heart. Exhale, fold in half, crisscross the bottom. Inhale all the way back up, crisscross the top, and exhale, and find your mountain pose. We'll just shake that out. Roll out the ankles, roll out the hips, just release it, move. Just get out of that linear position and just release it off. Ha, ha. Now we're gonna do clearing this time on the back side. We're gonna take back of the hand to opposite hip, release it out, ha. Back of the hand to opposite hip, release it out, ha. And then just shake it off. Stomp it out. Woo. Nice work. Let's reach all the way to the sky. Big breath. I'm gonna fold in half all the way down and grab opposite elbows. Just let your head hang out. We're taking and just placing our thumb just kind of on the inside of our elbow here. We're gonna form a frame around our face. And just drop it out. Shake it up. Release your hair if you have hair. Go ahead and let your hair down. Just move from side to side. Soften and release. We're going to ground into Mother Earth by taking a low goddess pose. So heels turn in, toes turn out. We're just taking hands to the heart, coming down nice and low. Breathe here. In and out through the nose. And then grounding into the earth. Connecting. Checking in. Drawing Mother Earth energy up into our body. Tapping our root chakra, our feet, our hands down into this very, very center core of our planet. Begin to feel ourselves covered in a bubble of light, drawing it up from the earth like a giant, huge bubble of lava, magma, and just pull that up and over your body, your energetic body, your wisdom body, your bliss body, all the way out until it encompasses your whole entire energy field, filled with this golden liquid light and love from our mother. Feel yourself completely immersed. Now, if this is too much on your knees, you can just come into seated. So don't worry about having to stay in this posture, but just keep tapped into Mother Earth. Feel yourself completely surrounded by this liquid love. Tapping into the frequency of our planet, matching our megahertz with hers, so that we can come into complete alignment in this time of awakening. We're still in the full moon energy, so let's take a moment to come onto the hands and knees. We're going to come into a gate posture and honor the moon. So coming to the middle of your mat, stands on knees. Ground through the hands. Close your eyes and feel yourself just sway. Let's pivot our left foot and turn it. And we're going to reach our right hand down and just reach that leg out, coming into a modified side plank. Push the bottom of your foot down into the earth and take the hand to the hip. Now your right knee is right up below your center of your hip. Your right hand's right below the center of your shoulder. And your left foot is pushing down. It's pronating, so it's turned so that the bottom of your foot is actually making contact still with the ground. And then reach your left arm up. Reaching up toward this beautiful moon energy. No matter what time you find this recording, you're reaching this energy up toward Grandmother Moon, that watery moon energy. Energy of Capricorn, the fixed sign, or excuse me, the cardinal sign, which is also significant of the moon. As you inhale, imagine you're grabbing onto a star and pulling yourself up. And then exhale, slide that left hand down the side of your body. Right hand comes up into gate, parigraha. Opening that side body, opening all 360 degrees of our heart. Surrendering to the flow of the universe. Reaching back up, exhale, back to your modified side plank. Breathe here. If you want to step into a full side plank, you can step your right foot behind your left, or you can stay here. Again, this is not any strain or stress. If this comes to you and it's not easy, just bring your knee back down. Right now, we're just focusing on grounding, opening. Vastitasana. Right knee comes back down. Inhale, back up. Grab onto a star energy and release into your gate. Flowing with this watery moon energy. Breathe, breathe, slide the hand a little further. Opening the side body, still pulling your left toes toward you so that the edge of your foot is parallel with the skinny side of your mat, and grounding down through your foot and your knee. Reach up. Let's come back to stands on knees, touching the thighs, grounding down to the knees. Gaze is on the earth or eyes are closed, and just feel yourself just swaying, trusting. I trust in the universe now. I trust in the universe now. I trust. I trust. Pivoting your right foot out. Step the foot out. Left hand comes straight beneath your shoulder. If you have blocks here, it's a fantastic way to use your block, is just bringing it down. Make sure you're not reaching out, because then you're using your muscles. What you're trying to do here is ground into gravity by stacking wrist, elbow, shoulder, knee, hip, okay? And then reach up. Push down into the edge of your bottom foot, please. And from here, find your modified side plank, Vastitasana. Breathe into this side opening energy. Exhale, ground down. Release your glutes. As you inhale, grab onto that star energy and pull yourself up. And then exhale into gate. Tick-tock the arms and release the hand over the body like a dancer. Let your head just drop out in surrender. Again, you're still pulling your left toes towards you and pushing into the edge of that foot. Let your neck elongate on that left side. Breathe into that space you're creating in all directions of the heart. Inhale, coming back up, back to your modified side plank. Opportunity to move into full side plank. You can stack one foot in front of the other or stack your ankles. Breathe. Again, if this causes you to bring your heart rate up, just bring your knee back down. You're looking for balance and grounding and opening here. If you want, you can reach your arm open and sway it back. Just opening through that side, through the heart. Other way. Just bring the left knee down, uncrossing the feet, unstacking them, and come up, reaching on that star, that cosmic energy, and then releasing into your gate. Let your head relax. Breathe. Breathe all the way into the space behind the back of your heart, that space of receiving. I trust in the universe now. I trust. I trust. Let's reach up, back to stands on knees. Knees are just a tiny bit wider than the hips. Hands are grounded into the thighs, and just feel your natural prana, your natural life force swaying you like a little piece of seaweed. Move into hero's pose, Virasana. So if you have a prop or something to sit on, you're going to tuck it between your feet. You're going to sit back onto that prop. You can use a pillow, a rolled up towel, whatever you have nearby. Ground again through your hands onto your thighs. So again, the knees on this posture are, if they're feeling any stress, you can just come back to stands on knees, or you can take a second block or a second pillow. But we're not sitting on the feet like rock pose. The feet are pointed straight back. So I'm going to go ahead and turn and show you what it looks like without a prop from the side. So this is a posture of really tapping into our heroes. If your tailbone does not reach the ground, you need something underneath your body so that you can completely connect your root to the earth. Honoring yourself as your own inner hero, your inner guru, and then honoring all of those teachers who've come before you, who have helped you grow to be the beautiful human being that you are right now. This is coming from a place of wisdom, honoring your ancestors, honoring your elders, honoring those that are placed in authority over you, regardless of if you like their opinion or not. To give them honor shows respect. Come into all fours and integrate that with a cat and cow flow. So we're just going to move the hips side to side, shoulders side to side as we move through cat and cow. And then exhaling, just dropping the head and just swaying. And release. We'll do one more. And exhale out. And all the way back, widen the knees. We're going to come into child's pose. Sitting the hips back by the heels. Releasing the head and dropping onto the earth. Let yourself just melt. And breathe. Breathe all the way into the back of your body, the back of your heart. If you'd like support for your head, simply just stack your fists. Widening the elbows, let the chest drop down a little further. You're going to turn your head to the side. You can even take your arms back. Elbows come around the knees and they drop out to the ground. Let yourself just drop in. Nice. And breathe. Your head was turned. Go ahead and flip your head the other way. For a few breaths. And coming up into hands and knees. We're going to walk our knees out to one side, drop our hip down to the ground, and come into seated. Coming into easy seated or Siddhasana, where the ankles are separated. Drop the chest open, creating space in the collarbone area, opening up through the high heart. Take and bring down a mudra, which is really good for grounding. So we're just going to tuck the ring finger down and cover the ring finger with our thumb, both hands. And just take a moment here to utilize this for grounding. Tapping into the earth, tapping into the water. Deep, full breath. Mudras are like yoga for your hands, tapping in and unlocking a little key that's been used for thousands and thousands of years with the same intention. Just feeling calm and restored and relaxed. Take our palms open. We're going to end with an alternate nostril breath, and then I'm going to leave you to your Savasana to take as long as you'd like today. And this is not an optional part of your class. This is a requirement for your yoga class. So that is the best part of all. So why would you want to skip it anyway? But your opportunity is to take a 3 to 5 minute Shavasana, or just to go right into a deep rest. And I'm going to leave that up to you after we work through our pranayama. So to balance during this time in the evening as we're recording, we're going to just do right nostril, left nostril, Nadi Shodhyana. So the mudra for this, for this one is, first two fingers are bent down, index finger and middle. The pinky and the ring finger are open, the thumb is open, and we're just going to place the thumb on the center of the nostril and close it off, and then breathe in through the opposite side. And then close off with your ring finger and breathe out. Now breathe in through the same side, and then close off and breathe out. That's one round. We're going to do 4 more rounds. Inhaling. Move slowly into your exhale, switch. Inhale. And switch, round 2. All the way to the bottom of your exhale. Keep squeezing it out. Inhale. And out. Switching on your exhales. Inhale, same side. And switch. Exhale out. Big breath here. Switch on your exhale. Big breath. And out. We'll do one more. Full round. Rounding down, relax your hips. Inhale. And switch. And then just release. Coming to seated meditation. Breathing here. I'm going to play for you the ocean drum. As you find your seated meditation, you can find feet together into a butterfly position and then begin, when you feel ready, just to recline back. Yourself begin to lay all the way back. Feel Mother Earth nurturing you. Continue to rest. Receive. Hearing that ocean still in your breath. Connecting us. Inviting us just to be at one. We are all connected through our breath, through this life force. Continue to stay in your Savasana. Find your relaxation for as long as you would like. I thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on the next practice. And we'll see you soon. Namaste.
Shine, 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 shine.